portion of broadcast. We hope that you have been able to follow along with us here. We've been live on Restream. We were also live on Facebook. God bless you and take care, and we'll see you next time on the radio broadcast. We're ending the stream over on Facebook, and then the stream over on Facebook. And we're going to be ending the stream over on StreamYard. We've been with you over 50 minutes or so. And thank you for being a part of the broadcast this morning. All right. We're going to go back to the Restream Live page. And we're going to recapture some of the things that we were saying for you. Both the Democrats and Republicans are headed for a runoff in the Alabama newly redrawn 2nd Congressional District. For the Democrats' nomination, Shamari Figurs and State Representative in April the 6th, Daniel, party leader in the State House of Representatives. Figurs served as Deputy Chief of Staff to U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland. Figurs and Daniels have been both stressing their government experiences. Figurs as the federal level and Daniels up in Montgomery. All right. We also want to remind you that on the ticket for the Republicans vying for the 2nd Congressional District to represent the 7th Congressional District, the Republicans, Dick Brubaker, will face off against Attorney Carolyn Dobson to decide the party nomination, and Republicans are keen on maintaining their hold on the seat this November as well, with control of the U.S. House of Representatives on the line. Now, this new 2nd Congressional District that was redrawn, Alabama, the state of Alabama, going to try to overturn that 2nd Congressional District. They're going to try to overturn that 2nd Congressional District. And I want to make sure in these 5 minutes that we're live here on Restream that the point is driven home well about what we are up against. There's Washington County, part of Mobile County, Monroe County, Conecuh County, Butler, Pike County, Barber County, Russell County, Bullitt, Macon, and Montgomery County. It is important. It is important that you understand what is taking place and how important this vote is. Voting is on a decline all over this country. And there are folks in the GOP on the Republican side doing all they can to make sure your path to the ballot is restricted. There used to be bars of soap and bubbles, marbles in a jar, but now they're using other methods to dampen your right to vote. And nobody can stop you from voting unless you want them to. Let me say that to us here in Alabama and to the black people in this country. Can't nobody stop you from voting except you. You want to vote? Go vote. Come on, they're going to do what they want to. Are you right? They're going to do what they want to because you won't do what you want. You should do. Folks are tearing after your vote. Your vote is important. It's your voice. It is your voice. It is your voice. Now, listen, If you want to call in to the radio station, right now while I'm live, it's 1-251-362-1935. You can call in and talk to me live about this new congressional district. And I know you fussing about the district, the federal judges, and said, Alabama, you're not going to do right. You don't want those 27% black people in Alabama to have no direct representation from a person look like them. That's why Alabama is contesting the congressional district that was drawn. They don't want it to be. GOP, what do you want for the black people in your state? For the other people in this state, the Mexicans, the Puerto Ricans, the Japanese, whoever they are. GOP, what do you want? Are you showing what you want? Are you all you concerned about is cattlemen, timber, cotton, and farming? Your sources of making a living? And log trucks running up and down the road to mills and poles. That's how you're making your money. It used to be cotton, now it's timber. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But make sure that everybody is involved. Don't be running for congressional district number 2 so that you can give a boot up and help up for the cattlemen of Alabama. Don't be doing it just to help the timber people in Alabama. Do it for the local fire departments and infrastructure and sewer systems and water lines and infrastructure, internet. Every time I get ready to go on the internet, just like this morning I started out, I couldn't even go live. It all went dead. I had to go back and start all over again. And just so happened, I had made a copy and a file of what I wanted to do and bring about this morning. If I hadn't, it would have took me another 30, 40 minutes to get back up because the internet went out. Don't let it rain now. Normally on it, you get a little interference, but it should be able to hold up. And all of the black representatives, make sure that you are ready to deal with issues for the congressional district number 2. Mr. Dan, Mr. Figures, I know you've been in there a while, but this is a new day. I mean, absolutely a new day. Ms. Dobson, Mr. Brubaker, don't just represent the GOP and what Donald Trump wants. Represent what the folks in Alabama want. And another thing, folks having babies are not having babies. That's between the man and the woman and the man, and God. Stay out of that. Woo! Let God handle his business. When somebody come to the point where they have conceived a child, and that man and that woman decide, for whatever reason, the state of that child's health or how that child is being developed in the womb or whatever, that's their concern between God. That ain't got nothing to do with the government telling you, okay, you got to have that baby. I don't care how you got that baby. Government, get out of that and let God do his business. God gonna handle folks that do that wrong. God gonna handle it. He knows about creation. And all this stuff about somebody else coming in and destroying America and everybody hoarding all their guns and all that stuff like that. Yeah. The way we going, there ain't gonna be no gun. And guess what? God can have all the guns. But guess what? Satan, the deceiver, the liar, he's what's running the show. I'm just trying to give you an example. I'll tell you some things that remind you that what your responsibility is as an elected official. Your responsibility is to represent those people that are elected you to office. If you know that you're going to be going up there and all you think about is getting your pockets filled, stay at home. If you're going up there and all you want to think about is doing what Donald Trump wants you to do, stay at home. You ain't representing nobody. You going along to get along. One more time, as a reminder about what's coming up here in this election. Both Democrats and Republicans are headed for a runoff in the Alabama new redrawn 2nd Congressional District. 4 candidates, Shamara Figures and Anthony Daniels on the Democratic side. On the Republican side, Dick Brubaker will face attorney Caroline Dobson, which has roots here in Monroe County. Get out and vote for the new congressional district. The GOP looking to control and maintain representative is on the line. Brubaker and Dobson. And you can bet you the Cattlemen's Association that's pushing Dobson, and I don't know who pushing Brubaker, got a stake in it for the cattlemen and the farmers and the timber people here in Alabama. Are they going to be thinking about those fire hydrants in Mac Williams and Riley Carson and Beatrice? And in fact, where my house is, it's just about a mile away from a fire hydrant. And I'm hoping that a truck locally here in Beatrice or from the one from North Monroe County, if a fire is happening at my house, whoo, it'll be just like the house was downtown there in Beatrice several months ago. A historic house with a family that lost that home. But anyway, it is important that you get yourself registered and be ready to vote on April the 16th. It is important. And the thing about that is this. It is up to you. It is up to you to vote. And don't be sitting around talking about your vote don't count. Your vote do count. Your vote absolutely counts. For the old warriors that have stood on the line and fight for our right to vote, like Ezra Cunningham and like Mr. H.B. Williams, Reverend McIntosh, Willie Frank Marshall, and all of the folks, Willie James White, and all those folks like that. I am in their line because I watched them work and how they challenge the issues. Mr. Cunningham used to be on the radio as Papa Chap. God is still good. The word is still getting out where you can hear it. Monroe County, Beatrice. Okay, and for in Monroe County, ADC, Alabama Democratic Conference, being led in this county by Ms. Barbara Turner. The Voting Rights League being led in this county by Carol John Banks. Guess what happened when they went up to Montgomery? ADC decided to go with who Joe Reed and the folks believe was Napoleon Bracey. They didn't think Dan or Figures was the right for District Number 2. But guess what the people said? People said Daniels and Figures would be the right people on the Democratic side to represent Congressional District 2. On the Republican side, the Republicans said that Dobson and Brubaker would be the right person to represent Congressional District Number 2. Two white brothers and sisters running for the Republican side, two black brothers running for the Democrat side. District Number 2, who you gonna send to represent the new Congressional District Number 2? And Alabama overall is gonna try to, in the coming up court case, overturn the new Congressional District. Why is that, GOP? Why is that what white Alabamians want? Why is that? Now, I'm giving them a moment. I'd like for one of them to call in to this telephone number and explain to me why. 1-251-362-1935 on this radio right now. And it's 5 minutes to 8. And this broadcast is over. You still want to call me? You want to call me? I'll open up this line and we will talk worldwide about why you want to overturn the new Congressional District that 3-pound judge said. And guess what? Alabama, when you gonna change? When are you going to change? Or will you ever change? It is time. And folks in Alabama, vote these people out that do not have your interests. If they ain't taking everybody's interest in consideration, send them home, where they can go fishing and hunting all they want to. Now sit on the couch and do nothing. Send people that's going to actually represent you. You got a choice here now. You got 4 people that is vying to lead Congressional District Number 2. On the Republican side, you got Brubaker and you got Dobson. On the Democratic side, you got that. Who are you going to send to represent you? Will it be thinking about your infrastructure in small town of Hibbert, Wittenberg, Riley Crossing, McWilliam? Or will he be thinking about the big building in Mobile and Huntsville and Birmingham and Tuskegee? Where would their minds be? Will it be lining their pockets? Or will it be helping you in your struggles every day? Will it be making sure there are fire hydrants close enough to fight fires in your area? Where will they be? Questions. And another thing, why can't all 4 of you come down here in Monroe County, Escambia County, or one of the smaller counties, put your signal back out with a debate all 4 of you on the same stage? Is that totally against your principles now, with Democrats and Republicans in the same place talking? What is that garbage going on now where everything is divided? What is that? Everybody fighting each other. Division here and division there. That garbage Trump talking about. Man, we hope you stay in focus. Now, you want to contact me, you can. That's FreddyCHoward@gmail.com. Telephone number 1-251-362-1935. I was looking for, I just got a message. Let me go back and check that message. Make sure that we get all. All right. Okay. 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 Let's see if any calls come in. Missed calls. Okay. Okay. All calls. All right. Okay. Haven't missed any calls. All right. All right. God is absolutely good, and He is good all the time. Okay. Let's see. All right. All messages. We're just checking all our messages here in the studio. Make sure we haven't missed any. Okay. Unknown senders. Okay. All right. Didn't miss any messages. All right. God's good. We're going to go ahead and close the broadcast. And we hope that you will make sure that you go out and vote as you registered and for the primary runoff coming up April the 16th. On behalf of all of us here at the Howcee Production Gospel, located at 231 6th Avenue in Beatrice, 8 o'clock in the morning, you're just starting your day. Be safe. God bless you. And we'll see you next time on the radio broadcast, God willing. Take care now.